I'm Heather from Paint a Real Fiber Arts, and today is Friday's late night podcast yarn chat. Hi everyone! I know that it's a day later than what I was hoping it to be, but like I said, sometimes it would be on Thursdays or Saturdays due to either events, or in this time it was a crazy, unfortunate event. Well, let's take you back to, okay, if you didn't watch the last podcast or whatever, you didn't hear what was going on with me. So this is what has been going on. First, my son, like about a week ago, got sick with this crazy tummy bug, which killed him throwing up for a couple of days and not feeling very good. And it was he just wasn't feeling the greatest and everything for a few days afterwards. And then he finally felt better about 4 or 5 days later and everything, but still kept having tummy issues. But then it finally went away, and now that it's a week later, he's all better and everything. Then on Monday, the hubby ended up getting a tummy bug that was a little different than what my son got, and then he was sick for a couple days. And then on Wednesday, I ended up getting sick with a combination of both of them. So it wasn't so fun, and for Wednesday and Thursday and into Friday, I still wasn't feeling the greatest, but I was feeling much better yesterday, but I still wasn't feeling up to doing a podcast and everything. So I decided today would be the day that I'm finally feeling almost back to my normal self, but still not quite there, but still feeling much, much better. At least I'm not feeling like throwing up or having tummy problems every few minutes. So that wouldn't be too fun to watch me doing. So I thought that today would be better. And I do have a few things to show. I don't have a lot, but I do have a couple of things, and I'm super excited to show them because they're super cute and adorable, and I'm gonna just get right into it. Alright, so on one of my podcasts, I showed this cute little guy, and he is Totoro, I think is how you pronounce him, or I keep saying his name wrong, but he's from this cute little movie that's a cute little cartoon and an animation movie, and he's a forest creature. And he has a cute little tail and little arms and tummy and face. I won't explain how this one's made because I already explained it in one of my other podcasts. It was about 1 or 2 podcasts before this. So if you want to go back in time and watch that, you can. Or if you haven't watched it before, then go watch it. It's a really good video about this little guy. Well, I ended up making him some little friends. It's a different pattern. This lady had literally 4 different, so many different versions, but she had 3 or 4 different sizes you can make, and told you how to size them up. And this is one of them, which is the baby one. And the baby one is white. Usually it doesn't have a mouth, but I thought it looked cuter with a mouth. And it has a cute little tail, and I thought it looked cuter with feet, so I added feet because all Toros have feet. I saw in the pictures. I haven't seen the movie, but I really, really want to see it now. I've seen the same artist made Spirit of Away. They made Castle in the Sky, Castle Lisiono, I think you say it. House Castle. He made so many different movies. He made Porco Rosso. Those are just to name the ones that I've watched. Watched a couple others that I probably don't remember the name of or we have on the want list. But it's this Japanese or Chinese. I don't want to say it wrong. But anyways, he's this amazing artist, and he's really good. And it's too bad that he got old and ended up dying because he was one of a kind, and he made all these cute little characters. But I want to see all his movies, and Torto is one of his older movies, and I'm so excited to see it soon. And I just love watching animes like that because it's just so cute, and my son loves it, and he used to sleep to Spirits of Away, so it's a super cute memory. But anyways, this is the cute little baby one, which is white, and then this one is the medium-sized one, which is blue. And this is how you make the patterns. The baby one, pretty much, she just, I made his ears first. I just did single crochets in the round, which is magic loop or chain X amount, slip stitch or chain 2. Then you do single crochets working in the round X amount, and then you just go around and around and around until you get the size that you want, which according to the pattern said X amount, but I made some of the parts a little different. But I did actually with the patterns, but for some reason the ears came out 2 different sizes when I sewed them on. I don't know why, but they still look super cute and similar, and it gives it more character because every tortoise has 2 different size ears anyways, kind of, because they're magical forest creatures, so you know they can look any way that you want them. That's the cool thing about cartoon anime stuff. But anyways, then I made this cute little tail, which is just chain X amount in a magic loop, or you chain X amount and do a slip stitch, or you chain 2 and then you do your single crochets, and you work it around and around and around with an increase, and then around and around, and same thing, increase, and then around and around, and you do the same thing for the feet, and then you do the body. The reason you want all the body parts ready is just easier when you're done. You can do the body parts after if you want. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. It's your thing. I use 6mm eyes, and they're black plastic safety eyes from 6060 Eyes always. I use black embroidery floss from the local craft store. And then as for making the body, I just worked in the round, which was just I just did a magic loop, and then or you can do chain X amount and slip stitch, or you do chain 2, or and then you do your single crochets, increase, decrease, all the way to the bottom. Then you sew the little bottom up, and then, but before you do all that, you put your little eyes in about halfway through, and you put the mouth on, and you sew the ears on. You can sew the ears on about quarter way through, so that it's easier, so you get them nice and snugly in there, so they're not gonna fall off on you. And then after you stiff them and you have all the eyes and the mouth on, you can put the mouth on afterwards if you want to. And then I sewed the little legs and the tail on, and voila, I had a baby one. The mama one, I mean not mama, the medium-sized one is made pretty much the same way. You just use more increases and decreases, and then you create the little front part. And these are 6mm eyes, black safety eyes, and you use embroidery floss for the mouth, and then you use embroidery floss on the white tummy part. The tummy part is a separate piece that you just create in the round with magic loop, or you do chain X amount and slip stitch, or you do chain 2, and then you do your single crochets, and you work all the way in the round, increasing all the way around, and then you sew it onto the front. But first you want to sew this little V's on. I just did 3s. I wish I did more because the bigger ones do have more, but in the picture on this pattern she only did 3s, so that's why I did that. But next time I will be doing more, making them more like the traditional tortoise, which have 2 rows, or sometimes a little more, give or take. It depends on what size they are. Anyways, and I did sew on the ears first, and then put the eyes in and the mouth as I went along, and created the body the same way that I did the white one. I just used more increases. Same thing for the tail, and the same thing for the arms and ears. The feet were not part of the pattern, but I just did that myself, which I just did. You just do the magic loop, you work in the round, you do single crochets, increase it, not increase it, just around and around, X amount, and then voila, you sew it onto the bottom of it. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I did to make my tortoise family. I want to make them in every color. I actually like this one's body shape better, but they all are super cute. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, or I might use a blend of both patterns and create my own tortoise. I don't know yet. I like both patterns very much, but I also think that each one has some plus and minuses, just like every pattern, and it's why I sometimes do my own little thing with things. But yeah, they come in every color, like the rainbow, so I'm super excited to make my rainbow family of tortoises. I also made another snowman. I finally made the hubby snowman. The hubby's like, I want a snowman for my computer desk area, so I ended up making him one. It looks identical to the other snowman, except for the only difference is it has a sparkly rim. Instead of this rainbow yarn, I used sparkly yarn for the edge. And then he's a little fatter. He has a little more stuffing. If you didn't watch my Christmas episode, this is how the snowman is made. Pretty much, oh, and these are black safety eyes, 6mm eyes from 6060 Eyes black embroidery floss that I used from the local craft store, and at the end I'll talk about the yarn, so haven't forgotten about that. After I talk about all my patterns, I just thought this would be a different order of things today. As for the snowman, I like to make the hat first and the scarf, but I ended up making the hat, then the body, then the scarf this time. But so the hat is made just like making a regular hat, but instead of making a large hat, if you ever made one, making it for a smaller one. But pretty much you work in the round with magic loop or chain X amount, it's slip stitch, or you chain 2 and you do single crochet increases all the way around until you get the right amount, and you just go around and around once you get your size, and voila, you get your hat. And then the last and final row, you do a group of single crochets, and I decided to make it a rainbow one. I did a little different than the pattern. Pattern says slip stitches. I thought it was best with single crochets instead. I also so yeah, that's the only difference I did with that. I then took and made the body, which is just you work in the round, increasing, which it is you do magic loop, or you chain X amount, slip stitch, or you chain 2, then you do single crochet increasing, and then you decrease, and then you increase again, and then you decrease, and then you sew the bottom shut. But first, before you do all that, when you get about to getting the first part done, before you do your after you do your decrease, or before you do your decrease, you should pop in your safety eyes and some in your mouth, and then you do your decreases the rest, and you should probably stuff as you go. That's what I like to do. I stuff as I'm like quarter way to halfway done, and then I start stuffing until I finish, because I just find it easier to get to the top, because if not, you're going to have a very flat-headed snowman, or it'll be very hard unless you have a special tool, or you're just really good at pushing it down there. I'm not quite that talented, so I like to just do it as I go, and I just find it's easier. It's all up to you. You're the designer with it. His hat keeps popping off because I do gotta sew it on, just like I forgot to sew the other one on. I forgot to sew this one on too. And then you're supposed to put a little stitch in with the scarf, but I just didn't. The scarf is just made pretty much, you do single crochets, single chain X amount, and then you do a single crochet row after you get that amount, and then I did it different than the pattern. I did just double crochet, and then I did a row of single crochets, and then I tied it onto the snowman. I should have made it a little longer, like I forgot to do, because the other one I made a little longer, so then you get a little more longer pieces, but it's all good. It works good. You can either choose to stitch it in place, or you could just tie it and then put a stitch in, so that way that doesn't pop off, because it's supposed to be a tree ornament is what the pattern says, where you put a piece of string in and voila, you get an ornament, or you can hang it around your house or desk. But since it's just a desk sort of thing, I didn't do all that stuff, and that's why they say to sew the hat on, but I just think it's fine just as is. The next thing I made is a cute little carrot. He's kind of a carrot with attitude. Kind of always looks angry because of the eyebrows. I didn't even realize that until after I made it. I was making him while I was listening to the book and hook thing that I was talking about last podcast, which is through Lewis and Loops, and he's been doing a book and hook group. It's a Harriet Potter book. It's the Sorcerer's Stone, which is the first book. It's when Harriet Potter first discovers he's a wizard. He's from a family of wizards and joins the school. And everything is super fun. We did chapters 1 through 5, the first one, and I made a cute little blue tree. This time I made a cute little carrots, and we did chapters 6 through, I think it was 10 or 11 yesterday, and it's where you crochet together. He does a live stream and he plays the book, and then or you can listen to it through buying the audiobook, or if you have it already yourself, and then you get to crochet together and you get to see what he's making. He's making Harriet Potter characters. He made the girl Hermione, and he made, I think that's how you say her, or Hermione. I never say her name right. Sorry, or I never remember her name. He made the girl one, Harriet Potter, and he made his sidekick Ron, and then he made also a fourth one. I forgot which one he made, but but yeah, it was super fun, and he's just so talented to watch him make all these minis live, and it's just awesome. And it has a cute little chat that's going on. I haven't participated in the chat much, but or at all actually. I've just been watching it and enjoying just crocheting and stuff and relaxing. And I'll put a link down there if you're interested in watching, interested in joining, not just watching, joining. It's going to be Thursday this week, I think, and then Friday next week, or I might have the weeks flip-flopped and everything, but I'll put a link down below with more info about it, so that way if you want to join, you can, and everything. As for this is my cute little carrot with attitude, like I said. Pretty much this I ended up making during the Harriet Potter book, and it was super fun. Anyways, this is worked in the round where you just use magic loop, or you chain X amount, or you chain 2 and you do slip, and then or chain X amount and do slip stitch, or you do chain 2 and then you do magic loop, and you just work around increasing, and then increase it, and then decrease, and then you sew the top shut. But before you do all that, you want to put your 6mm black eye, 6mm black safety eyes, if that's what you choose, or whatever kind of safety eyes you use. Or if you want to crochet your eyes, you should probably put them in about halfway through, or you could put them in at the end. Or if you want to hand embroider, you could do that whenever too. And then I just gave it cute little eyebrows and a mouth about halfway through, and then after I was done everything, I created these little topper things, which is just chain X amount, then you do another group of chain and slip stitch to create little cute little things, and then you do then you do single crochet all the way down, and then you connect it to the top, both pieces, and then I just gave them a little twist, and voila, they're curly, and because it's acrylic yarn, it's loving the curl, which is super cool. I love that about acrylic yarns. And so it has a little bit of fuzzy thing going on due to the acrylic yarnness, and it's super cool. I love it, and it was super easy to make and crochet. And I want to make a family of multicolored rainbow ones with different kinds of faces on it. I think it'd be so cute and adorable. And then I made another baby fruit. This time I made the apple. I already made the peach one, and I am going to be making the lemon and lime one too. This one is just a green apple. I want to make a red one, I want to make a poison apple one, and I want to make a whole bunch of apples anyways, this size and the other size. This one is a really cute little green apple that I love to make, and it was so fun. And I ended up using the same designer, which was Garami Food Love, and she has all these baby fruit patterns, if you didn't hear my last podcast. And this is the apple one that I started making at the end of the podcast, and I finished it. And pretty much this is just worked in the round. You just do either chain X amount, or you do it's slip stitch, and then or you do chain 2, or you do magic loop, and you just do increasing and decrease all the way down to the top. But before I did all that, I put in my 8mm black safety eyes, and I crocheted my mouth with the embroidery floss in black, and then did the cheeks in red, and then I finished my decreases, and I was stuffing as I went after I put the eyes in. You don't want to put stuffing in before you put the eyes in, just to know. I forgot to say that with the other ones. And then you stitch it shut. And then as for the stem, I just did a different stem than what she did, but I did her little leafy thing. I think I'll do a different leaf next time. The leafy thing is just chain, and then you do it was double crochets X amount, and then you do a slip stitch, and then voila, you create a little leaf, and then you stitch it onto your stem. But I did this a little differently, which I did the leaf, but I also did the stem, which is just you just work in the round, or chain X amount, slip stitch, or you chain 2, and then you do single crochets until you get the length that you want. After you do single crochets X amount, and then you go around and around until you get the length that you want. Then you stitch it on, and then I stitched the leaf onto it, instead of doing it before like you're supposed to do. And then voila, you have a cute little apple with a stem and a leaf on it, and it was super fun, and it came out super cute and adorable, and super excited to make a whole bunch of them. I love the baby fruit and everything. I have a whole bunch of works in progress going on, but this is all that I have going on for finished pieces, which I say is pretty good considering how sick I was for the last few days and everything. This is going to be a purple carrot, and all this is designed with not designed, that's not the right word, sorry. All of these are crocheted with paint box yarn, except for this one. It's the only one that has expression fiber yarn scraps that I have. It's in one of her rainbow ones. I think it's Unicorn Toot. And this one's Darn Good Yarn sparkly silk yarn stuff. And the expression fiber yarn is 100% merino wool and sock weight. And the Darn Good yarn is silk yarn waste, and it is one of their sparkle stellina colors. It's a green sparkly stellina, I can never say that word right. Sparkly stuff that's over some yarn, silk yarn waist that they create this like super thin yarn. It's like lace weight, and it's super pretty and rainbowy and super fun to work with, and it created a nice little brim for the snowman. And the rest of the stuff's pink box yarn. This one is in the granite colorway, gray, for the gray, and the white is paper white. This one is in sailor blue and paper white. This one is in just paper white. This one's in paper white and then has the expression fiber yarn and the Darn Good yarn, and then the green is grass green, and that is all the other colors, like I said, were paint box yarn, DK weight, 100% cotton yarn. And this one is green. The green is lime green. The brown is kind of two colors of yarn scraps, which is soft fudge and coffee bean, and then the leaf is grass green. The orange of this is salvia, I think it's called, or salvia orange. And this is sheep jersey acrylic yarn on the top. And sheep jersey, I never say it properly. And one of their greens, that they're just a bunch of numbers or different, some kind of countries, different places. I don't remember what the name was exactly. It just had numbers on it, and it was in one of their like. It's like kind of like a bright green, grass green kind of color. It's really cool. And then this one is going to be my purple carrot, and it's in pansy purple. And I'm super excited to make this carrot, and my carrots with all these different expressions on them. It's going to be so fun. Some of them are going to be like grumpy, some of them are going to be happy, some of them are going to be sleepy. It's going to be so fun to make all these different expressions, and that's one of my things I've been working on, is trying to make the smiles a little more smiley and happy, which is really hard to do. But at the same time, make them a little less V looking, or if they are straight across, not look so grumpy, you know. But Torto is kind of just like straight across, unless Torto has a big smile going on. But then that's not going to be with that's a little different. That will have to be probably with felt. And then like the snowman just has a nice round one, but he has more of the V one, and the eyebrows made him look grumpy. So as I'm making the eyebrows and eyelashes, I want to make them look a little less grumpy, or like a little more different expressions. I think will be cool, because it'd just be fun to give them just more personality this time around, my amiguamis. I was having so much fun making them, and it's just so fun to me, and I just love little stuffed toys, and it's getting really addicting. Now I have to figure out a way to display them around the house without the cats eating them. we have this like shelf we created up high. I think we're going to create some more of those around the house where the cats can't get to it and jump to it, but at the same time it will be where they can be safe and I'm not going to have to stay on something and almost kill myself to get to it. So it'd be really great to have them displayed around the house and used the way that I want to be used, and yeah, it would be just so fun. And then also I am preparing to do a craft fair soon as possible, as soon as I get enough things made. It'd be super fun, and it would be just fun to add to my Etsy store. All these things that I'm super excited to take pictures and add to and update everything as soon as I'm feeling a little more up to speed. I'm going to start my daily walks again now that it's not raining and I'm not sick, so I'm going to be doing that, and I can't wait to have the walk with me video shown for all of you to join me once a week to meet up on virtually and talk about walking and everything and what's going on with me with walking. And if you would like to join me, that's cool too, but if not, you could just see how my little walking with me journey is going. And it'd be just so fun to have some virtual company along with me and so forth. Yeah, and I'm excited to do all my other videos. I have some unboxings coming up. I have a really fun, I joined Yarn Club like I've been talking about, and we've been making mini amiguramis. Like last month he had a hat going on. I ended up not making. I'm going to make something else with that yarn just because I like elf hats, they're cute, but it just wasn't for me, and I didn't know anybody that would really want an elf hat, so I decided to use that yarn for something else. But this month was Link from Zelda, and I love video games, so I'm super excited to make Link, and he's got Princess Zelda pattern coming out soon, as well as Harry Potter patterns, and I can't wait to see the future of Crochet Club with that. And he says he's going to start making a little bigger amiguramis, but they're not too giganto, so from the one that I saw of, so I'm still interested in making stuff. I don't know if I'd be making the thing that he made, but I'd be making other ones that are a little bigger that he's probably going to make, because some of them are a lot of them are like video game related, because he loves video games, or they're like movie related, like Harry Potter is, and book related, because Harry Potter is book and movie. And it'd just be so cool just to see what cool new patterns that he makes, because he said he's getting kind of tired of making minis, and I don't blame him being a designer of one. I can see how that gets kind of a little repetitive and just on, but at the same time I'm at the point that I'm loving the minis, and I just love minis, and that's all I want to make. But I am down to see what other sizes are, and I don't mind downsizing if I have to, and so forth. But yeah, I'm super excited to just see what's going on with that and have some more patterns from that. And I'm excited to show you what little Link looks like once he's made. And I just love making minis, and they're so fun. Sorry that I said that like a whole bunch of times. But anyways, so what else is going on with me? I'm finally feeling better, but still not quite up to myself yet. So that's why I'm not doing the unboxing like I was thinking of doing today. And I'm going to end up showering in a few minutes and getting myself ready for the day more, and just relaxing and taking it easy, because I don't want to feel sick again. And then once I'm feeling a little better, there will be an unboxing video, and there'll be the walk with me video. And walk with me, I'm hoping to start every Tuesdays, if it goes all good weather-wise and doesn't rain on me again. So either Monday or Tuesday, that will be of the walk with me video meetup, and it'll be once a week that I just talk about how my weekly walks went, because I didn't want to just do it every day and have like a 2-minute video. I just wanted to just talk about how it went on and everything, and what's going on that's going on with me and stuff, and have a nice little random chit chat with you. I just wanted it kind of be like unplanned and random, but at the same time on a planned day, so that way you know when walk with me is and everything. And then as for the podcast, there's still going to be Mondays and Fridays, like I've said. I'm going to be adding some other videos. Like I said, cook with me. I'm hoping to make those 2 Wednesdays a week. Cook with me and crochet something with me. And I'm hoping to continue having this Friday podcast as the longer podcast and Monday as the shorter one. So those are the updates with some videos that are definitely happening. And then as for unboxings, I have 2 going on this month, and then next month I'm going to be having a different version of one of them because unfortunately I'll be getting into more details on that unboxing, but unfortunately that unboxing is changing to something else because of the yarn thing that I get it from says that yarn box won't be around for that much longer, but a different one. And it was time for me to change to a different one anyways. That was the plan for next month, so it's working out win-win. And then I'm going to be also having some other unboxings going on, and lots more fun stuff going on. I'm so excited to bring all of that to you. And I'm thinking for next month maybe doing some, like I've been considering for a while, some random vlogs. And I definitely want to be doing the live stream things. That'll be probably next month. Or the end of this month maybe I'll start it. Super excited. I'm going to be updating my blog. Things are going good. Besides the little sickness, now that the sickness is gone, it's going excellent. Before, things were going but now things are good. Like for every bad thing, good things happen, I feel. But anyways, I will be talking to you next time. I gotta let you go so I can go go on with the rest of my day. And the hubby just got home from the store, and I gotta get ready for the day and so forth. And I'm just going to relax and hang out with the hubby and my son and crochet and, like I said, take it easy. And I hope you all have an awesome, wonderful, beautiful weekend. And I hope you had a good week over the last week and didn't have any sicknesses or anything. I forgot to say that in the beginning. And I hope that to see you next time. So I will be letting you all go now. And I'm going to make say my little goodbye thing. I'm going to make it shorter than usual since that's kind of getting repetitive. And then I will, so if you want to hear that, you can. If not, I will talk to you next time. So if you like my videos and want to hear more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button down below, as well as hit the like button if you like this video. I love comments. Please comment down below. Please visit my blog, the link is down below, as well as please visit my Etsy store, the link is down below, as well as please visit all my social medias, all those links are down below, as well as visit me on Ravelry. The Ravelry thing isn't that big right now, but there is going to be some stuff going on. That'll be where there will be some giveaways going on soon, not sure when, but soon. That'll be also where some announcements will be going on, when my live videos will be, and so more details about them, as well as it's a great way to show off each other's projects and what they look like, as well as share patterns with each other, free ones, because Ravelry has a lot of good free patterns. Oh my gosh, you name it, they got it. Also, the paid ones are cool to share too, but everybody loves free ones. It's another way for us to share it with each other besides just me sharing on my blog. It's another way to get to know each other as well. So if you would like to help me create my little podcast chat and help join me and get to know each other a little better, please come join me on Ravelry. I know a few of you have already joined everything. Sorry, not much has been going on, but there will be, like I said, a bunch more going on. So please join me on there. As always, the link is down below. As well as if you would like to email me, my email is down below, as well as any other things going on. It's all down below. So have a great rest of the day, night, afternoon, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.